Hey guys, this is Bruce with Brew Noah LLC back here again for another one. Welcome guys, like, comment, subscribe. But you guys see the title, let's jump right in. Your hidden superpower that probably nobody ever told you. One, you probably never even noticed, or if you did, subconsciously you noticed it. But one of the things I want to talk to you guys is that you've been led to believe, right, from a very, very early age that basically you have to learn how to achieve things and how to get to things and how to do things, right? What if I told you, and I can prove it in this video, right, that you don't have to learn anything and that you don't have to figure things out, so to speak. And this will make more sense in a little, but your hidden superpower that you have and your most powerful power ever that you already have from within is that your mind controls your reality, but it also controls your body in terms of what it does. Okay? So, in other words, when you tell your body, when you say in your mind to be happy, you'll be happy, right? Like I'm smiling right now. You're smiling as you watch this video. If you say to yourself to laugh, your body will chuckle and you will laugh, right? Your body does whatever you think it wants it to do or what you want to do, for example. So when you say things in your head or when you say things out loud, your body will correspond with that. And that applies for everything. And this is such an incredibly powerful superpower, okay? But it is a very delicate superpower that you have to be careful with, okay? And what I mean by that is any and everything you think and any and everything that you say, as if you watch my other videos, mirror principle, it all comes back to you. So in other words, if you're watching something on TV, so for example, this is a great example I love to use with all of my clients, right? Because this kind of hits the nail on the head for them. If they're watching politics, right, and they're watching Donald Trump, okay, Donald Trump is an amazing man, all right. There's a reason why I'm saying that, and you have to say that, okay? Anything negative that you say or positive that you say about anyone or anything comes directly back on you. So for example, if you are watching Donald Trump and there's a decision that he has made, for example, about the war on Iran right now, I'm going to touch on this, right? Just to prove a point. War is never good. War is terrible, right? Innocent lives are lost. People are doing certain things to each other, and it's just not a good situation, right? But regardless of whatever's happening in the world, you have to think about yourself in terms of protecting your body, your mental space, and your reality, most importantly. Because your reality is a reflection of you, of who you are, your character, the things you speak, and the things that you think, right? So for example, with Donald Trump, if you were to think something or say something negative about Donald Trump, although your ego has convinced you that your opinion or view is correct. So here's an example. If you say Donald Trump is not a good man because of this war with Iran, right? Popular opinion may agree with you or they may disagree. The point I'm making is it is completely irrelevant to you in terms of, yes, to the world, to what's happening is bad, but the moment that you say this person is not this, that same reality is reflected back on you. So for example, when you say things about politicians, it also comes back on you as well. Okay? So what I just said in that example was he was not a good man means that reality for me, the way the universe works, is that, okay, neither are you as well. It comes back to you. And what I mean by that is, and this is a very vital thing that everyone needs to understand, is that the way society has set this world up, and with all the negative content that you see on social media and all these different platforms, on YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, all this rage baiting content, the idea and goal for them is for all of you to enslave yourselves and to put yourselves in a horrible reality on your own. So whenever you read certain titles that are very negative and you repeat those titles, when you are watching certain videos and you feel a certain way and you feel a certain fit of rage or anger or, how can these politicians do this and how can these politicians do that and they're this and they're that and they're so whatever, right? And majority of the population will agree with you. Your family will probably agree with you. Your friends will probably agree with you. Like, nobody's going to tell you that you're wrong. But understand what the way the universe works. None of us are judges. Donald Trump, as well as every politician, just like you and I, are allowed to be however they want to be, and they are allowed to do whatever they want to do. Okay? And I understand, for me, when I was going through my transition, that was a very, very tough pill to swallow about reality and how it works. But in order to save myself and in order to better myself, I had to come to grips with that reality, because any negative view or any negative opinion or any negative thought or any negative words that I said about any of these people directly affected my reality and directly affected me. So if I say this politician is not XYZ, then that also applies to me. So when it comes to having the best life that you can possibly have and embracing your superpower, let's loop back to the beginning, right, of the video. It's extremely important that for the reality that you want, it's obtainable for you. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to feel it. It's all in what you speak and what your thoughts are. Okay? So if you are thinking loving, positive, happy things, and you're speaking loving, positive, happy things, and not taking sides, not taking a side from your ego of, let me judge what's good and what's bad. Let me judge who's a good person, who's not a good person. Let me judge a social hierarchy of who's this and who's that based off money, toys, ideas. Let me judge based off of what someone's wearing, whether it's Chanel or whether it's some clothing from Walmart, and determine where they rank in society. None of that BS narrative that you've been taught that does not matter. This world is simply a simulation. It's a game. It's a video game. It's not even this world. We were put here to have fun, to love each other, but we're also put here to do the things that we want to do. The things that you perceive that are bad, the things that are happening in this world that you don't agree with, that you're just like, oh, somebody's got to do something because this person's of X, Y, Z, right? I get it, okay? I understand. But every time you say these things and every time you do these things, you hurt yourself, okay? So the best thing you could do when it comes to politicians, when it comes to people in general, when it comes to any and all things, trees, plants, situations, life, your job, everything, is to only speak positivity, love, and happiness and joy. Because what happens is when you do that, it comes back on you, okay? Whether you agree with it or not, or whether you believe it or not, right? You still have to look at that and go, man, these people are amazing. These politicians are awesome. They truly are great people. They may be a little lost, but they're great people. They're phenomenal. They're great, right? Donald Trump is an amazing man. He's a great man. Because what happens is, if I say anything negative about this man, these politicians, it comes back to me. And the more love you give, the better the reality that you live in. The more kindness you give, the more joy you give, the better your reality reflects kindness and joy. The more abundancy you give, the better your reality reflects abundancy. The more money you give, the better your reality reflects money. The game is truly beautiful. I mean, the way God has set this up, we're here to play the game that we want to play. And let me tell you something. Whatever your ego judges as wicked and evil, they have a role too. And every one of them, and everything that is considered by society as evil or wicked, I don't think there's any good or bad. I think everything just is. I think they're playing the game how they want to play it. But either way, these people, these situations remind you of who you don't want to be. For growth, for you to be the best version of yourself, these things are needed. These situations are needed. Now, I'm not sitting here to say I support chaos and any of this stuff. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that when I look at certain situations and I look at certain people and I look at certain things, they remind me of who I don't want to be. And that is extremely vital when it comes to this world and it comes to your own personal growth. And that is when you know you're ascending spiritually and you're getting to the next level and you're developing such a deep, intimate connection with God. When you don't judge anyone or anything and just flow through life loving what you are, giving yourself love, giving other people love. And the moment you do that, your reality, it shifts. Okay? A lot of you are in a reality of sadness, depression, anger, right? A lot of you are feeling that type of reality because that's the energy you give. Those are your thoughts. So pay attention to what's around you. I told you in this video, you can prove all of this just by speaking to yourself. If you say, I'm happy, you'll be happy. If you say, I'm joyful, you'll feel joyful. If you say to yourself, I love myself, you will feel a rush of love to yourself. But also, when you say things like, I'm angry, I can feel it right now. You feel a little anger. When you say things like, I'm hurt, I'm sad, right? Your body will go into that and you will transition to that and you will be that. You don't have to figure out how to be or how to do it. You just be. Just be it. Just embrace it. Just say, I'm never sad. I'm always happy. Life is good. Life is amazing. I'm never depressed. I'm always happy. And your body and emotion and feelings will go, we are. So the question you got to ask yourself when you hear your thoughts and the words that you speak and the people that are around you and the things that are around you, ask yourself, what reality am I in? Because the honest truth is, if you don't know this and you haven't been paying attention, you've been thinking very recklessly and you've been speaking very recklessly. And I understand society has put you in a position where in school, they didn't teach you how powerful your words were. They didn't teach you how powerful your thoughts were. So I mean, I'll go to like a public place and I go to a restaurant and I'll just sit there and the things that people just freely throw out and say tells me everything about their life and what they're going through and how their situations are unfolding. If you are an extremely lucky person or a extremely blessed person, then you're a person that's giving a lot of love and your thoughts are very loving and kind. If you feel as though you're a very less than lucky person, if you feel like you fall short a lot of times, then the words you speak and your thoughts are hate, whether you want to agree with it or not. And this is why it's vital to eliminate your ego. Because your ego will convince you of what's good versus bad. When the reality of it is that good or bad is not even real. The only things that are real are love or hate. It's either you love or you hate. Those are the only two choices in life. Society has taught you there's all these other choices based off facts, opinions, and views, and society, and hierarchies. That's all BS. The only real thing, the only real decisions in life are love or hate. And we all are in a universe that is based off of karma that is instant. So if you're giving love, you instantly get love back in terms of your reality. But if you're falling short, if you feel unlucky, if you feel like nothing goes your way, then that is because of your hateful thoughts and hateful speech is giving you bad karma, which is why you can't get where you need to get to, which means you need to shift and you need to speak highly of yourself. You need to give yourself love. You need to give others love. Your thoughts, you need to give yourself love, and you need to give other people love, and your reality will instantly shift, right? And you will start to become the most lucky, blessed person in the world because karma will reward you. God doesn't have to punish us. We punish ourselves. God's the power source behind it all, but the reality of it is that if you are an extremely blessed person, it's because of your thoughts and speech as to why you are blessed. You're giving a lot of love. But if you're not, then it's the opposite. And that's okay because we all can change. Just be mindful of what you speak and be mindful of what you think. BrunoALLC.com, guys. We helped so many people just through simple things, simple conversation of shifting and changing people's lives to where they go from being the most unlucky person to being the most lucky person in the entire universe, to where life just unfolds for them in ways that are just beautiful and amazing, and it's a dream for all of them. Join us because it's time for you to make a change. BrunoALLC.com. Thank you, guys. God loves you. We love you. Enjoy your day. See you soon.